2011, we did a market study that said we could fill 200 units of loft housing, and that year only 11 got built. And it really was a light bulb moment for all of us downtown, because we'd been focusing on the vacant storefronts, and it turned out all the potential was one level up in the empty floors upstairs. So we started to dig in, and why aren't these lofts being built? If there are tons of people who want to move into lofts, why aren't lofts being built? And what we discovered was that the financing wasn't available. We had developers who owned buildings with plans to build lofts, but the best offer they can get from a bank was maybe 50% of the total project costs. So we partnered together with the county in 2012 to start doing second loans. So the developers get an initial loan from a bank and they get a second loan from NewTown, and together we were able to come up with somewhere between 80 and 90% of the costs of rehabilitating these buildings. And the floodgates opened. From the moment we launched that program, the pace of loft development went from 11 units a year to 100 to 159 last year. So we've edged a lot closer to meeting that demand of 200 units a year through this program. The residents of each loft spend about $15,000 a year on new storefront services. So every 10 to 15 lofts we get, that's enough additional spending to drive a business in a storefront. So over this same period from 2012, less than half our storefronts were occupied, and today it's almost 75%. So you went from a place that felt mostly empty to a place now that feels mostly alive, and you've got all these cool businesses opening up by local entrepreneurs that are family run, family operated, and they only exist in downtown Macon. So it's been a lot of fun. There's definitely a synergy and maybe even a virtuous cycle that every 10 or so lofts that come online, there's a new business. Every new business that comes online, there are a few more people who want to move into a loft, and it just keeps the whole machine running.